2K welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming into Miami, Florida, that's the destination for the Lakers. The terrific tandem of LeBron James and Anthony Davis are ready to roll as they get pumped up for action at American Airlines Arena. Lakers Heat is next, right after this. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, good evening. It has been a hand-and-glove fit with Jimmy Butler in Miami. Coach Eric Spoelstra said he should have been in a Heat uniform long ago. It feels like he's about what we're about, and vice versa. And Butler said, everything about this organization fits me. I'm home. Kevin?
That warrior mentality, the common thread there, DA. Thanks so much. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And now the Lakers starting group. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with Howard. And it's Olsen in at the point. And for Miami, they've got Jimmy Butler, Kendrick Nunn out there with Iguodala. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Adebayo in at the center position. Now here's Butler. And there's the pass to Adebayo. Now here's Nunn. He's covered by Olsen. Just 4 to shoot. Butler. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot. Now Howard. Passes it to Olsen. Kicks it to Green. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
Iguodala, the pass to Butler. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I remember last time they met up, they just got ran out of the building. They weren't too happy with some of the calls in that game either.
Yeah, they wound up with a lot of foul trouble, but that's on them. The officials were calling it tight, and they never really adjusted. They kept committing fouls, kept complaining, and the game kept getting out of control.
They get it back. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
LeBron trying to free himself up. No one covering. 6 points for lights out.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
From past the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Lights out's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. They're coming into this game off that recent loss.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, really a game that they should not have lost, but sometimes even when you play your best, it might not be good enough.
Now, here's Nunn. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's how you execute a pick and roll. Jimmy Butler just toying with the defense and waiting for the opening.
And, Bones, when you look at Jimmy Butler's elite impact at both ends, you could argue he's the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Klay Thompson might have something to say about that, GA, but certainly Jimmy Butler and his physical presence allows him to play a multitude of positions. So sliding down to the 3 and getting physical is something that Jimmy will do. We know that he'll take on any assignment and compete with it.
The Lakers with the ball after the missed 3 from Jay Crowder. Davis, the pass to Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now here's Iguodala. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's stolen by Green. Floats it up for Davis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
The Heat trail by 15. Iguodala outside. Pass to Crowder. Butler against James. Butler goes in. Again, the miss by the Heat. And here's Los Angeles. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. And Davis puts it in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now, here's Nunn. D right on him. Floats one, and it's good on the way in.
Good, smart, patient play by Jimmy Butler that time. You leave someone that wide open, and he's going to find him.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. Well, they're passing to Adebayo. Here's Nunn. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Butler from outside. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little for a higher percentage shot.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
You know, Anthony Davis is going to spend a lot of time at the free throw line most nights throughout the course of the season, and he's going to be pretty solid when he gets there.
Now here's Iguodala. He's still scoreless so far in this one. No good again that time.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for Miami.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Butler. In the corner, Nunn with it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game. And James with the basket on the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Timeout called, the Heat. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Here's Butler following the basket by LeBron James. No good from 18.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Olsen passes to Howard. Here's lights out, defended by Butler. None against James. Outside for Caldwell Pope. The pass to Olsen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Butler. Howard trying to free himself up. Here's Davis. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Davis has got 9.
All length there from AD. The assertive attitude, and it just makes him such a handful on the offensive glass.
And Adebayo throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And Davis gets it to go.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
None against Caldwell Pope. And that one, good.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
And the Heat with some... Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. He kicks it to James. And the wide open shot from Morris. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 6 assists now in the game. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green out there with lights out, and it's Morris in at the 5 down low. Now, here's Butler. His last outing, he had 24 points. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So it'll be Jimmy Butler shooting. That one on Davis. Howard's checked in for Markieff Morris.
You don't become this good in this league unless you put in a lot. And there's some evidence that Jimmy Butler has done that through the years.
Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Here's Butler. Shoot foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Iguodala dishes to Butler. Sinks the 15-footer. Butler's got 6.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
LeBron against Butler, and it's in there. 8 points for him.
There isn't a move that LeBron James hasn't practiced or doesn't know, and he's just setting up the defense right there. Great position in the paint.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said, it's hard to defend to shoot 2s. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or 3s. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Now, here is Robinson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Trying to get open is Davis. LeBron James again. James has got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside, Robinson. Outside Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles.
And with a name like Duncan Robinson, you wonder, were his parents Spurs fans?
Good call, GA, but I don't think so. He was born in 1994. That's a few years before Tim Duncan joined the Spurs alongside the Admiral. Good NBA name, though.
Back to Robinson. For the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Inside, Crowder with the steal. Butler passes to Crowder. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Olsen.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Uh-oh. It's one of those nights for LeBron James, just setting the place on fire right now.
Miami's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Green against Iguodala. Six to shoot. Back to Robinson. Butler kicks to Adebayo. From deep, Iguodala. And the 3-ball is good. Iguodala's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. James right side. To the left side wing. Here's Howard. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Miami's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. There's the feed to Crowder. Crowder's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Olsen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jay Crowder. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game. It's about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
And that one drops. Nunn's got 13.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Well, you got to try to keep LeBron away from the post as much as possible. That time, too deep, turns around, and gets the dunk.
Now, here's Nunn. Pass to Adebayo. Great D that time from Howard. Davis with it. Out guarded by Crowder. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Tyler Hero. He's checked in for the Heat. And the Lakers also making a change. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Green.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Now, here's Nunn. He's got 13. Adebayo, high post. Working on Howard. Here's Hero. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Chalk up 2 there.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And the dunk by James.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Following the bucket by the... Hero passes to Butler. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots
come from out there.
Pass to Hero. Now Butler. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo kicks to Nunn. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Nunn's got 15 points.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive glass.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Olynyk comes in for Jay Crowder, and it's Derek Jones in for Butler.
Oh, good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
Waiters passes to Olsen. Here's Davis, defended by Nunn. Pass to Olsen. Davis down low, defended by Nunn. No problems knocking that one down. Caldwell Pope's got his second basket.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Nunn. He makes his ninth shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And it's Davis with the jam.
And just such great work from the athletic big man, Anthony Davis, just so devastating on offense.
And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Heat. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Sweet little floater. Nunn's got 21 in the game.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Got it. Nice one there from Olsen.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as for today.
Now here's Nunn. Guarded by Olsen. Nunn looking around. Doubled by Olsen. 6 on the shot clock. Jones finds Nunn. Shoots from the elbow. And that comes off the assist by Jones. He's got 23.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
And foul on the shot. He'll at the free throw line. The Lakers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Morris comes in for Davis. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And here's Nunn. 23 points in the game. Down low, here's Olynyk. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Olynyk's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Olsen. Banked in off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And so it's Los Angeles, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We've seen Kendrick Nunn really having a great game.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
You want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. We've got Kendrick Nunn, Jay Crowder out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Iguodala, and it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Green, no luck. Miami's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Iguodala up top. James covering. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. Now here's Butler, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Back to Butler. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, pretty good show of strength there by Jimmy Butler, able to convert even after the hit.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was.
The shot's good from Olsen.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
The pass to Crowder. Green against Iguodala. Outside Butler. Passes it to Nunn. Floats it up for Adebayo. Howard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And the dunk by LeBron.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation probably had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Nunn following the bucket by the Lakers. Wide open look. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Olsen. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. That's 28 points for lights out.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. LeBron against Butler. James, no good. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Nunn with it. He's got 25. Pass to Crowder. Count that one. Crowder's got his 3rd basket of the night.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Davis, the pass to Olsen. And they double up James. And the wide open shot from Green. Connects from 3-point range. Green's got 6.
This is what Green brings to the offense, the unwavering confidence to rise up and hit threes.
It's Adebayo, top of the key. Nunn. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
The Lakers have 11 at the free throw line. That free throw good from Olsen. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And then for Los Angeles, Markieff Morris is checked in for Howard. And Bradley's subbed in for Green. Outside Robinson. It's stolen by Bradley. To the middle. Here's Davis. Great D that time from Adebayo. For Miami, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. None, that's good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor. And Bam Adebayo has a chance to be a very good interior defender. The way he moves his feet, and because he's so physical, he's a presence down there. Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Here's Nunn. He's got 29 points. Outside Robinson. Back to Nunn. Kicks it to Butler. 4 on the clock. From deep three-point range, the Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Brent Story has it in his draft workouts. The Heat ran Adebayo to exhaustion, then put him to the test guarding wing players.
Yeah, they looked at him and said, in effect, you must not know who I am and the kind of work that I've done. He's got that kind of edge, and that's the thing that this Heat culture is always looking for.
And they double up James. Here's Olsen. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 9 assists now tonight.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
Now, here's Nunn. He's got 32. Robinson with it. Now guarded by Look at that.
Yes, sir. And how about Adebayo just getting up and getting athletic?
L.A. has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Olsen passes to Davis. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's in 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. And here are the Heat now. Here's Nunn. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And Adebayo sends it back. In the corner, Nunn with it. No good on the 3. The Lakers have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Here's Bradley. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Robinson. Over to the left wing. Outside Butler. A 3-ball. That one doesn't drop. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta, where they'll take on the Hawks. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home.
Yeah, the big man, the Brow, finding a teammate and does a great job of seeing somebody that's uncovered.
Now, here's Nunn. The floater, he lays it in. Nunn's got 11 points here in just the second half.
He has definitely shown up to play. Really just trying to battle his team back in.
Like seeing LeBron go straight up with that shot, the catch and release almost instantaneous that time.
And here's Nunn after LeBron James hitting the 3. Nunn kicks to Butler. He dishes it to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Robinson. Loads it up for Adebayo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hand.
Oh.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Miami's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Nunn, and the shot goes in. Nunn's got 36.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
And that one, good.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Here's Robinson after the made shot from Olsen. Right side Crowder. Back to Nunn. Trying to get open is Crowder. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Inside by Nunn. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. Crowder with it. Picked up by Davis. Robinson against Bradley. And the pass to Crowder. Clock at 6. Rebound the Lakers. Here's Olsen. And there's a foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Miami with the foul. Pretty much automatic tonight at the line, 8 for 8.
And what a performance he's put in at the free throw line.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Free throw good, Kuzma. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role, tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
Here's Hero. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Knocks it down in the bucket from Olsen. Lights out's got 40 points.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
1:39 left in the third quarter. Now, here's Nunn. Tight defense on him. Here's Adebayo. And another shot. McGee with the block. Here's lights out. He has 40. Drops in the tray.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform. I've got to thank him for this lead.
Hero passes to Jones. Nunn against Kuzma. Passes it to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Nunn up top. Shoots over Kuzma. They grab their own miss.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the shot.
To the paint, here's McGee. And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
There's 42 seconds left in the third. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that about for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.